Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this nice little crash we got on a nice, lovely Monday. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, Grant. Good to see you all. Ken, Rich, Andrea, good to see you. Lou, where's my buddy Mario? Good to see you. Mark. All right, good, everybody. Well, welcome back. We got a nice little correction going on in the market. Listen, if you're long, you are wrong. We saw what happened back in the Christmas crash when we shut down the government. We had a huge correction in the market. And listen, I always say this all the time. Unfortunately, catastrophes make for opportunities. You know how many people still wish they thought they could have bought more and bought stocks back then? Well, you might have another opportunity. That's what's great about the market. It's very volatile. It's a trader's market. And we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk a little about Uber. We'll talk a little, Uber taking a big hit. I want to talk a little bit about that too. But just guys, don't forget, I just got posted up on the screen that this week we got a lot of stuff going on today. I'm going to be doing an event with Timing Research, and then on Thursday we're going to have our Cyber Expo, which is one of our biggest events that we do here. You're going to have Tom Busby, Norman Hallett, some of the biggest, oldest masterminds in the industry of trading. We're going to learn about futures, we're going to talk about psychology, and then obviously I will be on talking about day trading. So very, very excited week that you got going on. All right, now regarding about the market, guys, regarding about what's happening out, if you don't short, you must abort. That's a good way of putting it, Ken. Regarding about what happened with Uber last week, guys, I lost. You know what? I made money on Uber, and actually I lost money on Uber on Friday. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I was up, and then I end up being down like $100. So, I mean, what is that? It's peanuts, $100. But guess what? You hear me say this all the time. Our number one goal, why you take courses at CyberTrade University, is not to teach you how to make money. It's how to control losses. That is everyone's biggest issue. And the point is this. If I didn't take a $100 loss, I would probably have a $5,000 loss right now. I would have been crushed, okay? And that's where everyone has this issue. I went to get a haircut on Friday. My haircut, my barber always asks me for advice. Fausto, should I do this? Should I do that? What should I buy? He goes, everybody's telling me to buy Uber. And I says, you couldn't even buy Uber at all. Uber's not, don't trade Uber. Let's just see what happens the first couple of days. And you heard me say that from my old classes, my old webinars. I said, listen, let's see what happens. Let's see how it trends. You saw what happened at Lyft. And, I was joking. I wasn't joking around when I said, you know what, once I found out where Uber opened up, I said, Lyft, I could see being a $42 stock, And sure enough, where did Lyft end up? LYFT. Just bringing that up right now here. Oop, typed in the wrong box. YFT, there we go, left. I mean, listen, at 49, we just broke. Listen, when you break that ultimate support, you got issues, all right? So it's good not to hold overnights. Haha, Fausto says. Hey, you know what? I say it all the time. It was actually the title of my book. I don't know if everybody would have got it, but biggest thing we always teach, do not hold overnights, okay? Because we all know what ends up happens when you stay overnight. It doesn't end well. So very, very exciting day. A lot of stocks taking really major hits. Ben says he thinks the market could break over 1,000. I mean, I think you might get there. I don't think we'll probably test 1,000. I think we'll get a little bit of a bounce at the open. Let's see how the street reacts. But unless program trading kicks in, then yes, I think you're probably going to see it there. So we're going to focus on that. But what happened on Friday? I mean, listen, I could just scratch on a couple of things and talking about, listen, we know about the Uber trade. Uber, we saw a 32 million share transaction at $42 on the tape. You guys saw that. That's where most of the people got in. But when you're looking at where Uber is right now, it's not looking too bright there at 38. So you can sit there and ask me, is it a buy now? Is it buy now? Even Lyft, I went long Lyft. I got out. I took a small profit. I had a big profit in Lyft, and I'm taking a very tiny profit. It's like, you know what? It keeps breaking lower lows. Let me just move on and hold on. And look, and you can see what's happening. Guys, remember why you're here. You're here to trade, to make money, right? So regardless, what's happening with politics and what it's doing and whatever, yeah, you just got to trade the market. That's why we're here. We're not here to make, 20% on our account at the end of the year. Wow, that sounds great. 20%. What the hell is 20% on $50,000? 10,000? We're not in the business to make $10,000 a year. We're here to make 10,000 a month, and you could do that. But you got to know how to trade the market, and that's what's key. So, oh, and by the way, just throw my 2 cents out there about all these tariffs and this and that. I got the easiest, simplest way to resolve all issues. Okay. Don't do business in China. That's all I could tell you. Come back to America. This is what happens when you have politics involved. Somebody can come in there and just change everything. You know what I mean? And you know what? I know everybody likes cheap, but at the end of the day, you can get somebody to come in and say, you know what? I don't think that's fair that we're giving you guys making money. We're just going to tariff. And then all of a sudden, it's not cheap anymore. So, I guess that's probably where we're going to probably end up going anyway. Everything's made in China. Well, you know what? Start making in the U.S. and you won't have to worry about tariff problems. Because that could happen. That could happen. And sure enough, it did. You know what? Listen, it was just a matter of time it was going to happen. You didn't really think that was going to happen? It was just a matter of time. But let's capitalize on it, guys. Let's capitalize. It's exciting. I love the tariffs. It's great. So let's short the market. Because if you're long, you're wrong. All right, so what is going on in today's markets? There are a couple of things that we can watch out for. First of all, honestly, it's all ETFs. If you look down on the big percentage gainers, you got the UVXY, you got the VIX, you got all ETFs. I'm not a fan of trading any ETF because you deal with the best traders on Wall Street. But when you get a market like this, it's the only thing really to trade. It's a lot easier to trade. So all these ETFs are moving. But if you're a beginner trader, you should not be trading ETFs. They move pretty quickly. You need a little, they do some nasty shakes on it. But that looks like basically what we have. I do want to bring up one stock right here and just kind of educate everybody on something. On a stock that we had right here, which is the biggest loser right here, the INSY. You could see that right there. Remember what we always learn about pharmaceutical stocks, right, guys? When they're down, they don't come back. Look at this stock. The stock is at $1.50. It's down 56%. You want to hold an overnight position. It was at 4 and it kept breaking lower lows. It was doing that all on Friday. Just a lesson, a quick tip of the day. You don't hold stocks making lower lows at the end of the day because this is what ends up happening. You wake up, you think you're at 350. Next minute, you're down to 250. What do? Average down? And we know they don't come back. These pharmaceutical stocks, when they lose a drug or something happens, they're toast. They're out of business. I know people love them. They move nicely. They're great. Everyone loves. You hear the scrutiny and about prescription drugs, this and that. But in the stock market, doesn't work out. They got issues. Now, regarding about the gainers, there's really nothing much in the gainers. You got this one buyout right here. AMBR. But everything in there is all ETFs. Everything's an ETF. You got some other like cheap stock like this one, the CPRX has some good volatility, but once again, that stock was at 6, it dropped down to 2. It's just making a little bit of a comeback. It's a bottom fish. So, and I love bottom fishing, and it's not a pharmaceutical stock, so that we could see it. But this stock took a pretty nasty hit. It's the only thing that's pretty much kind of moving. You got this blockchain stock right here. We traded this stock in the past, RIOT. You can watch that one. It took a big hit from 20 all the way down to $1. Came back a little bit. This thing is moving a little bit, but other than that, I don't know. You got a couple ETFs and that's it. But it is Monday. We know this. We talk about this every single Monday. When it comes to Mondays, there's not a lot of stocks that have big news. The only thing that is news is what just came out, from China, that they're gonna put these tariffs on us for $50 billion. So, just trade the market. That's what it looks like what we have right now. But other than that, just sit back and let it pan out. But if you're in a swing trade and you're in an investment trade, Let me tell you, I teach this all the time. People don't look at this. You want to be a good swing trader. You want to know how to trade options. You damn better know how to day trade first, because what happens over the course of the day, what trickles into a swing trade. And if you didn't see this happening, on Friday or Thursday, guess what? You're taking a hell of a hit right now. And who's to say that this is the bottom? Because we saw what happened when we had the government closed back in Christmas. What happened to that market? All right, guys. So good luck today. Happy trading. Don't forget, we got these big events going on today. Remember, I'm going to be doing an event on timing research, and also on Thursday, we got the Cyber Expo. Great bunch of lineup of speakers, me, Tom Busby, and Norman Hallett, some of the greatest masterminds of today's market. You're talking close to, between all of us, you're probably talking almost 100 years of experience right there. So definitely make sure you tell your friends and sign up for it. Good luck today. Happy trading, guys, and enjoy the open. All right? Good luck.